What is up, guys? It's Mike here, and today we're going to be looking at the brand new, I guess it's been out for almost a couple weeks, but the 5-pack Gravedigger. Alright, so this thing was ultra rare to find in Targets, and if you saw my unboxing video, Driver's Ed helped me tremendously trying to get one, but I actually did just say screw it and ended up going to Target and, well, not going there, but getting it offline, which I had it rush ship, whatever. I got two of them, we opened one, and we saved the other, but now, as of today, which the day of filming is October 20th, I'm seeing them everywhere. It is absolutely crazy. They are in every single Target, and I think they come in 4s or a box of 4. So basically, yeah, you can find them in Target now. Cool. Alright, so one thing I want to point out too, this is going to be the last video, or one of the last videos with this setup. I had this setup all year, and we're going to have a brand new setup in the next upcoming videos here. Don't worry, I'll say in the video what one it is. But anyway, moving on to this. So 5 Gravediggers, very, very cool. This is something that, this was probably the most exciting thing I've seen, or that I was waiting for Spinmaster. And basically, we're going to go in order how I like them from least to the best. So, let's just move all these guys on out. And, yeah. So, basically, I know it's kind of weird, but the one I like the least is definitely the oldest one. And the reason for that is because this truck, I mean, there's not much to it. I was not alive in the 80s. Yeah, so I don't remember this at all. When someone says, like, the first ever Gravedigger, I always think of, obviously, you know, the blue and silver one. But this one's pretty cool. I did some history on it, and even when I was obsessed with monster trucks, and I was more of a Bigfoot fan growing up, and, you know, Gravedigger, all that, Bigfoot versus Gravedigger, you know, it's kind of cool to look back and see what this truck truly was. It probably didn't have these wheels. I think it was more of like a mud racing truck back then. But just the attention to detail that Spinmaster put into these trucks is insane. So, as you guys probably all know now, these trucks all have different chassis, especially older ones. And that's pretty cool. I do like how Spinmaster did do something different with the chassis here. As you see, the motor is right in here. And for an in-depth video of the chassis, Monster Jam OCD does have a video of taking these apart. And I would take these apart right now, but I only have 2 of these. I haven't picked up any other ones in Target yet. I will soon, because I do want to customize them with the tires, and you can probably do a lot of customization with the chassis, especially like early like 90s, late 80s monster trucks or anything like that. But yeah, pretty cool. I do love the matted red on this. It is a cool little finish to it. This truck actually might be a little beat up because I gave it to my son, and he kind of, you know, you guys know how that is. But yeah, so the least favorite out of the 5 trucks is definitely so far this one. So the next one, I know it's kind of odd. I don't know, my views on these are kind of weird, right, I guess. Anyway, the next one is the Green Ghost. And the reason for this being the Green Ghost was I did not watch Monster Jam when this was around. And I know it was, what, the 25th anniversary of Gravedigger, I would suppose. I mean, the truck looks cool. I love that. That looks pretty insane. And compared to the actual real-life truck, it looks identical to it. It is just insane how Spinmaster went to detail on these trucks. But the Green Ghost, obviously I'm going to be a little biased. I was not around for this truck. I don't even know what year it ran, besides what it says on the box, which I think it was like 2005, 2006, I can't remember, I don't have the box anymore. But yeah, Green Ghost, I like the flames on it, I like how they did the wrapping the right way on this, and this is something that Spinmaster really took the time to do right, and you know what, they hit it out of the park, because all these trucks are amazing. I love how they had the 90s old like Firestone looking wheels and all that. Now, these wheels are a tad smaller than the wheels that are currently on the trucks, but I like these a lot better. Now, it could be because I grew up looking at a monster truck tire, and this is how I always saw it, but it is cool. I like the rims in there. It's just a really cool truck. But out of these 5, definitely my second favorite one. You know, the more I really look at this thing, I kind of like it more and more. I do like the different flames on it. It's a really cool truck, though, nonetheless, but You know what's better than it? And honestly, it's going to be this one right here. Why? Because this was truly the first Gravedigger. If anyone ever comes up to me and they're like, oh, Gravedigger, the first ever truck, you know, what it looked like or whatever, I always refer to this one. And I'm not too sure if the actual truck did have black rims. I think it had yellow. I can't remember. But besides that minor detail, if this is not right, if they actually were yellow rims, awesome. I mean, this is pretty cool. So Gravedigger the Legend came back a couple years at World Finals. It won a championship with one of the Andersons. I can't remember. But this is really cool. This truck is pretty heavy, and I really love the casting on this. It's the old Ford truck, panel truck. I think it was a Ford back then. I like how they did the grill. I like how they really did everything right on this. The darker blue on it. It's really, really cool. It's really cool to have in a collection. It's really cool to have in like a racing series, which will be coming out soon. Just work has been completely insane, but a racing series is going to happen. I guarantee you by the end of the year. No worries on that. But I really love the blue on this. I love how it also has Dennis Anderson and the truck company and all that. It's just a really cool, really cool piece. As you see, the truck is a little scraped up right here from my son. Sorry, probably not the best one I should have used. Might have to open another box maybe. But yeah, definitely. Oh, look at that. We got pieces of like cheese doodles and stuff on it. That's awesome, right? Alright, so the next truck. And this is where it gets iffy because a lot of people, this is probably their favorite truck out of this whole collection. And that is totally this one right here. One of my personal favorite trucks of all time. Grandma Gravedigger. Really awesome how Spinmaster really put in the detail with this. I do love how they added their little touch with the tombstones on the back, with the Monster Jam logo and the Spinmaster logo. Now, obviously these companies, you know, they weren't on the real life truck, but the companies that were there did go out of business. This truck is just amazing. This honestly might be one of my favorites out of the entire Spinmaster line, and I'm definitely not the only one with that. It is really cool that Spinmaster did this with Gravedigger, and I kind of hope for like next year they do it with another truck. Like if they go down the history of like say Avenger or like something like that. If Spinmaster did this with another truck, that'd be cool. Like a special 5-pack every year, that'd be really awesome. But this Gravedigger is definitely one of my top favorites of the year, and that's just amazing, dude. I really love the casting. I love everything about it. I love how they got the zoomies on the side. Spinmaster really outdid themselves with this whole 5-pack. Every one of these trucks is amazing. But the next one, definitely my personal favorite. Trust me, guys, it was really hard to choose between Grandma and this next Gravedigger. And I'm going to tell you the reason for this. Right here, the 90s Gravedigger. So, the reason being, obviously this truck, you know, I'm pretty sure it never had this in real life. These flames up the side. I think Spinmaster kind of like put their own touch on it. But the reason for this truck was because, well, the reason this one's my favorite one out of the collection is because this is the Gravedigger I grew up with. This was the one that raced in the Panda Point series. This is the one that was always at Raceway Park growing up. This was the one that always raced against Bigfoot with the rivalry and all that, and TNT or TNN? TNN's Monster... No, ESPN2. Wow. ESPN2's Monster Jam, Inside Monster Jam, all that. Anytime someone said Gravedigger, I always thought of this one with a name like that. Seeing this one at Continental Airlines Arena, or as it's now called, Eyes On Center. I don't even think it's open anymore. I was just there for work, and the whole building's like a ghost town. But always seeing this one going up against the Monster Truck War show and all that, it just holds a special place in my heart. And, you know, this is the one that I grew up with. So it's really hard to not count it as number one. And they did an amazing job on this, especially with the flame wrapping. It looks straight out of the 90s. The only thing I wish it didn't have was these flames up here to give it more of that real look, because the real life truck did not have those. But, you know, Spinmaster, you guys did an amazing job. It is very hard to pick which one is my favorite out of these two right here. And a lot of people would just be, oh, you know, Grandma Gravedigger for, you know, the namesake or the body casting. But honestly, for me, it's basically a sympathy, I guess, card, or whatever you want to call it, cinematic, whatever you guys want to call it. because this 90s Gravedigger, that thing, that's the one I always saw. That's the one I always thought about. And when he went to the long base, I think it was Gravedigger 12 in 2000 or 2001. You know, it was just odd looking. This one was always shorter. This one was always, you know, he was better in it in the beginning. But yeah, really tough to choose these two trucks here as my favorite. But I'm going to have to go with the 90s one. The Grandma Gravedigger, awesome. Actually, you know, all these trucks are awesome. Spinmaster did an amazing job. And, you know, I am going to Targets now, and I'm seeing these things everywhere. And I see them sitting on the shelf. And for 20 bucks, you know, that's not bad for these trucks. So I don't know why they're becoming a shelf, just sitting there on the shelf. But it is pretty cool to see these out. It is really cool Spinmaster did this. This whole 5-pack thing is just amazing, and I love it. I was so excited when it was getting released on October 1st, and I actually drove to Targets all over the place looking for this thing, and I couldn't find it. And here we are on October 20th, and they're everywhere. But yeah, hopefully you guys got yours. I know a lot of you guys don't have it yet, but you will get it soon. Trust me, it is taking over Targets. Or you can even go online if you have the code, which I'll put the, what was it called, the DCPI number. I'll put that in the description too, in case you guys don't have it yet. Or you just want to get another one just to keep, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, definitely my favorite two trucks here. It's still kind of hard to pick, but oh man, my heart goes with the 90s one. Sorry guys. But really cool piece. Spinmaster totally outdid themselves on this. And yeah, so that's going to be my review on this. 10 out of 10. I don't think Spinmaster can really top this pack out of anything else. I mean, there's only a couple months left in the year, but yeah, I think this was their main thing. But with that being said, guys, give the video a like, subscribe. I got way more content coming out, and I'll see you guys in another video shortly.